Hello, my name is Taufik Hidayat bin Muhammad Rasul. Today, I wish my friend from Section 2, Group H, Syed Azri Haziq bin Syed Azlin, and Wan Haikal Fitri bin Wan Ahmad Rizali would like to share to you about our lab experiment, thermal conductivity. In this video, we will explain about the additional theory of this experiment, the objective, apparatus, the example of infographic poster that we make, the result, observation and discussion. By the end of this presentation, we will explain about the conclusion and recommendation to improve this experiment procedure in order to make it more accurate when collecting data.
Okay, my name is Syed Azri Haziq bin Syed Azlin. Now I will explain about additional theory for the thermal conductivity experiment. Thermal conductivity of material can be determined by comparing the measured temperature to that predicted from a mathematical analysis of heat conduction in the solid body. The thermal conductivity is a parameter in the theory that can be varied to match the experimental temperature profile. Thermal conductivity is the transfer of heat from the hotter to cooler part of a body resulting in equalizing of temperature. The basic law of thermal conduction is the Fourier law, which states that the heat flux density is proportional to the temperature gradient T in the isotropic body. Next is the objective of the thermal conductivity experiment. There are three objectives. The first one, to determine the heat conductivity K of different building materials. Two, to determine the thermal conductivity of specimen connected in series. And the third one is to determine thermal resistance of materials. This is the apparatus we use in this thermal conductivity experiment. There are seven types of apparatus in this experiment, which is cool plate, cooler, frame, heater, hot plate, pressing spindle, and the last one is specimen. This is a poster we have prepared for the thermal conductivity experiment. You can pause if you want to take a look closer.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Wan Haikal Fitri bin Wan Ahmad Rizali, AD 190278. So for the result, this is the result that we have got. At the top is the data we have measured and calculated for a single layer type of specimen. At the bottom, we have data for multiple layer of specimen that we got and calculated by using formula given to us. As we can see here, there are dimensions of specimen such as area and thickness, heat flux, hot plate temperature, cold plate temperature, thermal conductivity, heat transfer rate and thermal resistance. Right, next for the observation, the thermal conductivity almost always varies with temperature. It's apparent that it rises with temperature in gases at low pressure and varies its behavior in solid or liquids. In this experiment, when there is a unit temperature perpendicular to the surface, the rate at when energy is transported is proportional to the carriage of energy and therefore to the pressure. Consequently, the total flux of energy will be greater if all the packets were transported with the average speed. The measurement of thermal conductivity is generally done by observing the rate of heat loss from an electrically heated wire.
Next, I would like to talk about the discussion for thermal conductivity experiment. This is the calculation we made to find the thermal conductivity and thermal resistance for table 1 and heat transfer rate, overall thermal conductivity and overall thermal resistance for table 2. We have used the experiment data that has been made and used it to the given formula to fill in the data table for table 1 and table 2.
Last but not least, the conclusion and recommendation. In conclusion, the thermal conductivity of material is a measure of its ability to conduct heat. Heat transfer occurs at lower rate in materials of low thermal conductivity than material of high thermal conductivity. We can see that material PVC and Duratec have a higher thermal conductivity than any other materials used in this experiment. For recommendation, we suggest that we use a higher temperature in this experiment to make sure we get a higher difference between the specimen. Last but not least, we also recommended that we use a smaller area of specimen in order to make sure to get a faster time taken of thermal conductivity reaction in the specimen.